Hello everybody, welcome back to Coffee Over Apples. My name is Steph and this is the monthly TBR game that I play based on Magic the Gathering. And this month I'm going to be trying to fit in books based on the Magic the Gathering readathon that is happening in September, hosted by me and a few other BookTube friends of mine.
Change the world.
If you haven't heard about the Magic the Gathering readathon, the link is up above for the video announcement that I posted. I'm hosting with my friend Max from Max Reads and Kaz from Cats and Camera. We have a Discord where we're going to be talking about stuff and posting when we're like hosting sprints and things like that. But it is a deck building competition readathon, so I'm going to try to roll for some books that hopefully can fit into that readathon. If you are new to my channel for this game, really briefly, there's a link in the description with like more full descriptions, but I joust or play war with cards from Magic the Gathering, and then based on the results, I roll a die that is in accordance with the different color factions or color lists, and then that kind of tells me from the list of what prompts to read. So without further ado, if you want more of a description, there's the information below, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started because I have a lot of books that I'm interested in reading this month. Kitty, do you wanna say hi? Hi, baby. Good bean. Hi. Mwah. Greetings and welcome back to my playmat. This is a special one that we got recently because I got the new Sliver Precon that came out. My boyfriend got it for me and I've upgraded it to a Phyrexian Sliver Praetor deck. So that's really exciting. If anyone's interested, this is the commander, so it is a 5-color deck and I'm going to be using that deck for this month's TBR game. So it's everything lines up, super appropriate. I love it. And here we go. Ooh, 4 mana, a blue sorcery versus, oh, it's a land. So we will draw again for the second card. Oh, okay, 2 mana and it is Hatchery Sliver. I don't have any special words applicable to either of these, so it looks like I will be reading a blue book for my first card. That is the first round of jousting, so now I'm going to take a blue dice and roll it. Number 2. All right, I rolled a blue 2. Okay, so for the Magic the Gathering readathon, I'm going to be trying to build a black and blue deck, and the genres for black and blue are horror and sci-fi. So if I can fit in books that have either black or blue on the cover or are horror or sci-fi, I can fit them into my deck, because if I don't, then I don't get points for my team. So blue is sci-fi, or it has blue on the cover, and this is I rolled for a 2 blue dice, which is a contemporary. I think I'm gonna go with a reread of a book that I read recently and absolutely loved, but was thinking about making a review of on my channel, and that's gonna be Glitch Feminism. So this is not a science fiction. However, I might argue that it may have like some sort of subcategory of that because it's not a fiction, but it does talk about sci-fi and the digital space and how the future of ethnofuturism, which is very interesting. So this is a manifesto. It's got essays in it by the author, who is a really good contemporary thinker. So, I mean, I used this for my thesis last year in grad school, and I was really interested in creating a video based just on this. So I think that's what I'm gonna do for this. So while it doesn't fit contemporary doesn't fit a prompt for the goal of the deck that I'm trying to build, I think I can use it as an instant. So it's going to give me a blue mana and an instant, essentially. For anyone who watches this who actually likes Magic the Gathering, if you don't play Magic the Gathering, don't worry about that. This doesn't have to make sense to you. But essentially, I'm going to get at least 2 cards added to my deck for the readathon for that. So that's fun because the instant prompt is a recent acquire, and I did buy this in 2023. So that's great. Let's put these to the side and go for the next round. Ooh, Hollowhead Sliver, or 3 mana, doesn't have any applicable catchphrases. Ooh, oh my gosh, it's my Sliver Grandmother. Okay, cool. So this one definitely wins, even though it also doesn't have any like applicable phrases to it, but it is 5 color. So I'm actually going to choose which color I want to do. I'm going to choose, what's a category that I haven't been able to roll yet? I think I haven't been able to roll black, and I am doing a black and blue deck for the Magic the Gathering readathon, so I think I will roll a black dice. 7. Okay, so a black 7 is, I need a card that is either a horror and or has black on the cover. If you hear things in the background, my cats are playing, and this is the only time that I have to record, so we're just gonna ignore them right now. That's her jingly toy. I need a card that has either black on the cover and or a horror/thriller, and I'd like to fit it the artifact prompt, which is set or published in the past, meaning before the current era, which is 2023. I think I'm going to go with Inside Man, which is the 2nd book by this author. This is the sequel to another book that I gave 5 stars, which was Prosperous Demon. This is a horror, so it is going to give me a swamp, and then this is also does have black on the cover, so I'm gonna get 2 cards, 2 points for my team for this, and then also it's like set in the past, and it was published in the past too. It's got this like medieval timey vibe, Renaissance vibe, so I'm gonna get an artifact, and that's awesome. So I essentially get 3 points for my team for reading this book, and it's a novella, which is great, which means I know that I can finish it in the month of September. Awesome, I love it. Let the next round begin. Oh, a land, that doesn't count. Let's flip another one. Another land, that doesn't count. Let's flip another one. Another land. Oh no, not a flood. Okay, cool. Homing Sliver. It is worth, this is worth 3 mana. You probably can't see it that well because of the design, but that is a red mana there plus 2, so that's worth 3. It doesn't have any of the applicable phrases on it, so let's just flip the next card. Ooh, and it is also 3. Huh. Does this have any of the applicable phrases on it? You know, I don't have anything for milling, but maybe that's a word that I should look into doing. Nope. So let's flip again. Okay, so let's flip for the first card. Oh, another land. Ooh, another 5 color Sliver Hive Lord. So the next card has to be at least 5 or more. And it's not. It is a 2 Sliver. It has flying, which means that it doesn't attack this. It flies over to fight the next card. So I have to flip a card anyway. And it's a land. Huh. What should I do in this case? I think in this case, I'm going to let this one win. So if it flies over and attacks the next card, but the next card is not something that has a mana cost, this will win automatically. Okay, cool. So I'm going to roll another blue die. 5. Okay, this TBR this month is gonna go big or go home. So I'm gonna try for a 5-star prediction on here. Okay, black or blue horror sci-fi. I hope that I finish this in September because I would like to vlog it and I've been wanting to read it for a long time. House of Leaves by Mark Danielewski. My partner is currently reading this, but I told him he has until September before I borrow it back and read it. So, or maybe we'll just end up buddy reading it together. Like he tabs his pages one color and I tab mine another color, and then, you know, it ends up being more points for the Magic the Gathering readathon. But it does have black and it has blue on the cover because this right here is blue and there's blue here. So I get 2 points for my team. I get an island and a swamp. I think I'm gonna use this for, which prompt can I use this for? I think I'm gonna use this for the creature prompt. So that is going to be a card that has, here's a creature card, a card that, or a book that has creatures or nature. It's about creatures and nature, or it has it on the cover. Leaves, nature. So this is going to count for the creature prompt, which is awesome. So that's another point. And if I can get enough books on this TBR, maybe it'll be my commander. Maybe I'll switch it to my commander. We'll see how the month of September actually goes. If I get enough books done early enough smaller books, and one of them ends up being is a 5-star prediction or something, I change my mind to, I may make that the 5-star prediction creature and then make this my commander. I don't know. It's big enough and it's intimidating enough that it should be a commander. So there's that. It's mixed media horror, which is also another point. Love that for me. I'm just winning today. And go for our last round. Ooh, it's got 3. And it has haste, which is not an applicable term. Versus, oh, a land. So we're gonna flip again. Another land. Oh, my lands are coming out right now. 2 for Gemhide Sliver. Okay, which means that this one wins, and I'm going to be rolling a red die. Let's take the red. It is 3. And now my neighbor has decided to start mowing the lawn. Fire on the cover. Okay. This is going to be a rollover from last month because I ended up listening to more audiobooks in the month of August than I had intended to. Also because I got the chunkiest book out of the way in the beginning of August, which took up most of my physical reading time, and then the rest were like smaller books. So there was only one book from August that I'm rolling over to September, and that is Little Heaven. This is fire. The town is on fire. This is a horror. So that's 1 point. I got a swamp. It also has black on the cover. That's another swamp. I think I'm going to use this for instant. I'm going to use this for instant because instant is a recent acquire. So a book that I got recently, and I have this coming up in a haul video that I feel like I've been talking about forever now, but it's like my packages keep coming in later than I thought they were going to. I have a couple books that I ordered, so we'll see when they get here. But this will be in my summer 2023 haul video. So that's 3 points right there, I think, if I'm mathing correctly. Can I math? I don't know. Can I math my own readathon? I don't know. So I love Nick Cutter. This could also be a 5-star prediction, and if I want to try switch something around later on, because I think I rated both of the other Nick Cutter books that I read 5 stars also. This one's about cults, and these Marines that were hired to do a job somewhere find out there's a cult when they get there, and now they're trying to get out. So good luck to them. I'm super excited for this. I wanted to read this first in the month, but I decided to do that series that I've been reading for forever. Cough, cough, The Expanse. which I adore and is going to be a whole separate video. That's not the point. Okay, so that's it for the cards that I'm doing as prompts for my regular TBR game. Every time I play my TBR game, I always do 4 rounds of the game. That way I have wiggle room later on to add other books that I want to read, and 4 is like a comfortable minimum number for me, even though I usually go over that. So I've hit my TBR game requirements. Now, other books that I'm going to be reading this month for the readathon as a buddy read to get a Planeswalker card. Where's Ajani? Ajani. We have this running joke in our house about Ajani being like our Lord and Savior. We adore Ajani so much. This is an Ajani Stan house. So this is a Planeswalker card. So for the Planeswalker prompt, it's to do a buddy read, and that's worth double points or 2 points. I'm going to be buddy reading an Eric LaRocca book on audio, and it's going to be the book They Were Here Before Us. This, I believe, is supposed to be read in one sitting, if I'm not mistaken. It's a fairly short audiobook. It is horror, so that also counts as a swamp card. And it has black on the cover, so that also counts as a swamp card. So, again, I'm just winning. Johnny is the man, or lion man with the plan. Additionally, I have a book for my sci-fi club, which I'm waiting for to get a physical copy of, and it is Certain Dark Things by Silvia Moreno Garcia, who is the same author who wrote Mexican Gothic, which I also adore, and is also my profile picture for a lot of things for some reason. Not on BookTube, just my profile picture in other parts of life are all me holding up Mexican Gothic. I don't know why that happened, but it's a great book. So that's very exciting. This is also a horror, I think it's also a thriller if I'm not mistaken. So there's a bunch of swamp points there for my team. And it's also a sci-fi, so I get at least 2 points for reading that card for the readathon, which is super exciting. All I know, Futuristic World Vampire Society. This is literally all that I know. You probably know more than I do. All I needed to know was sci-fi, horror, Silvia Moreno Garcia, vampires, say less. I'm just really excited. I'm really excited for this. Additionally, side projects that I'm working on that I'm hoping to maybe unveil in September if I can. Some Omegaverse. Your baby girl is dipping her toe into the Omegaverse. I have guidance. I have the most wonderful best BookTube buddy holding my hand through this adventure, because I, up until yesterday, thought that Omegaverse was only monsters, and I was preparing for frogs, and that's not what it is. It's not all about lizard, you know, so that's great. I mean, nothing against that, but I literally thought that in order for something to be considered Omegaverse, that it was all like monster romance, but it's not. There's a whole other thing that I'm learning, and my brain is like exploding. But I've been on a romance kick, and I read a romance, surprise, surprise, in August, and absolutely loved it. So this vlog is well underway, but it's probably going to be called like Baby's First Omegaverse. Or something like, something really cringe. I don't know. Because I am baby. I am small. I mean, aside from the fact that I am actually short, you wouldn't know that because we're talking through like a video, but I am actually short, and I'm fun sized, and I am baby. I honestly, I don't know. I'm literally messaging my friend, and in all of her glory, this woman has the patience of a saint, because I am messaging and saying help, and she said yes to my shenanigans. So I read the first one, and I'm like slowly dipping into more Omegaverse and possibly loving it. don't know where this is going for me, but I love learning things about myself. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm doing. We've got horror, we've got sci-fi, we've got essays, we've got Omegaverse. That is going to be our September TBR. If you want to play this game, I hope you do. Let me know. If you're joining the readathon, the link to join us in the Discord and the other host channels is in the description below. I post videos whenever I feel like it. Enjoy your day. I'll see you later. Bye.
On we go. What's it making, Mr. Wonka? Mr. Wonka?